Hey there, you're watching the Dave Does channel. This is Dave Does Reacts. Today I'm going to be checking out the band Avatar, and the song is Tonight We Must Be Warriors. Now, I've checked out Avatar a few times, either here or on the ADK Rock and Metal channel, and I've thoroughly enjoyed them every single time. I really loved the last album, so I haven't checked this one out yet. So yeah, really looking forward to it. The last album was on regular repeat, so I pretty much it's going to take a lot for me to not like this, so fingers crossed it's a good song. Now, before I get to the other bit, it doesn't matter even if I don't like it, because the most important thing to remember is that you, the listener of music, don't listen to what anyone else says. It's always just entertainment, what people say, talk about. It just matters that you enjoy the music you enjoy, and don't feel peer pressure to hate or like or anything like that. If you just enjoy your music, that's the most important thing, and that's what it's all about: love, fun, joy, etc, etc, etc. So just enjoy that. But if you are interested in why I do this channel, so for the last 30 years I've been doing bands. My current band is Telescribe. And my historic band is Nothing Gained, which is there's a big drum cover for that. I was the drummer in bands, and also one of the songwriters within the band. So I have written songs. I've written full songs for bands. I've been part writers on songs for the last, and put out albums. And we're currently in the second album stage for the band Telescribe in the writing process. So we're busy, and of course I do the ADK Rock and Metal channel with Andy and Kirk. Where we do reviews, etc, etc, etc. So I kind of have some involvement within the music scene. So I feel I have something I can add about music. That's the reason I do this. What would be great though is if you do get a chance, please do go check out Telescribe, Nothing Gained, on either Spotify or whatever streaming platform you're using, because they're all on there. And of course YouTube is always greatly appreciated. Go give us a search, give us a listen, give us a like if you like us, and if you don't like us, it's absolutely fine, not a problem. We do not take offence. We're not offended because there are people that don't like us, and that's fine. That's absolutely okay. And the reason I ask this is because the way I do this video is I will play this video from start to finish with no interruptions, no pauses. This gives you, the viewer, the chance to just watch the video in the whole again, and of course see what if there's any obvious reactions, I guess, from me. Generally, it takes a lot for me to have a physical reaction like or anything like that. It just doesn't happen very often. You might see a chuckle if something catches my amusement, but I'll talk about everything at the end. But this means obviously we don't monetize the videos, or we can't. We can try, but we very, very infrequently do, because of the fact we do not break the video down. So anyway, this is Avatar, and Tonight We Must Be Warriors. Looking forward to this one. What was it, 4.5 minutes? Okay, so reasonable structured length. It's not going to be a blast out single. So yeah, let's do it.
Saw you climbing out the window. Took a step out of the chimney. You were floating
Okay, there we go. Avatar, and tonight we must be warriors. So I'm really conflicted on this particular music video as far as my thoughts. So, from a absolutely loved the video. The video was phenomenal, as I clearly expected it to be. Avatar put so much creativity into their music videos, their ideas. You're just always shocked and surprised at the same time as to what comes up on the screen. You can see some influences of historic films. There's an element of things like Baron Munchausen movie in there, which I thought was great. Well, that's the reference I picked out anyway, whether it was intentional or not, or maybe it was from another movie, and that movie had referenced another movie. But yeah, either way, that's what I picked out. But yeah, very, very fun. Great creativity in the actual putting the video together, the moving of the screens at the side to make the story bigger, the switching from the sepia color into a full color. Just yeah, again, it was just really creative. The flowers at the end were just insane. Just yeah, lots of rewatch value from the video. Now, from a musical point of view, left me a little underwhelmed from a music point of view, because Avatar have always been somewhat a band that have kind of stood out on their own. With you can hear elements of other songs, but there's always something that makes it unique. Now, this to me sounded like fairly standardized sort of battle metal. Now, the fact that this is tonight must be. Tonight We Must Be Warriors, as the song title makes sense for them to kind of go down that vibe, I guess. But it's the same kind of vibe you get from things like Sabaton and the dwarven metal and it's marching heavy metal. The only thing from a musical point of view that really I was really impressed with it was the solo. I thought the solo was phenomenal. It really sort of punched above its weight. The rest of it's all absolutely fine. It kind of does what you want it on the tin. But with the exception of the vocals, it could have been it didn't make it itself feel like an Avatar track to me. Avatar, as I said, has got this unique vibe and sound. When I listened to that last album, I was kind of like, yeah, this is you're setting yourself apart. Not just like saying that they're better musicians, because that's not what I'm saying. They're different, but they're a very unique sound that made them sound like them. This sounded like other bands to me. That being said, it did grow on me. I thought the chorus was weak at the beginning. Weak or very kind of generic as it went on, but as when it started, but as it got to the last chorus, I was kind of like singing along in my head, going, okay, yeah, you kind of earwormed me, you kind of caught me off guard there and sidelined me with a little sucker punch there. But just this is what music videos are there for, to get you to go back and repeat. And yeah, I want to now watch that and start to pull out the little details, because there's so many little nuances. There's a great bit of storytelling here, which I would need to kind of work through, so I can get it. It's this band of warriors, but I'm not quite sure if this is part of a bigger universe for this new album, because it feels like it is, because the video itself feels like it's part of a bigger story. It doesn't feel like it's part of it doesn't really have a start to end within its own world. It feels like it's a passage as part of a story, and that can work really well if you're trying to put an album out as a host of stories, which is very much what we try and do in Telescribe. But we don't have the budgets that Avatar do. But there is no real budgets now. Everything costs an absolute arm and a leg, and you don't make a lot of money in music. So the fact that they've done what they've done, it just looks great, and I love the effects they've done in the video. So yeah, absolutely brilliant video there from Avatar. Can't wait to go back and watch it again and maybe check out some more. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. Is this a great song? Are you really empowered by this song? Or was it just a video that stands out for you? Or what else should I check out? Obviously, I do know everything on the last album, but I haven't really gone backwards in history for Avatar. So maybe this ain't there for me to check out. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see what I can do. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.